Hey folks, Deano here again. This time taking a look at one of my most anticipated official Figuarts releases of the year. This is Son Gohan, the fighter who surpassed Goku, otherwise known as 3.0 Android Saga / Cell Saga Gohan. And yeah, I'm going to say it right now, this guy does live up to the hype. There's a couple of niggling little things that annoy me about him, but overall I adore this figure. Like, I know everybody and their granny on YouTube is praising this guy, and I'm pretty much no exception. But yeah, there is a couple of things that do annoy me. Other than that, he is perfect. This will be the first video of two. This is a new sort of standard that I'm doing. Apologies, I've got something in my throat just now. Yeah, excellent timing, thank you. But yeah, it's a new sort of standard I've been doing. You probably noticed by now, but whenever I've got a figure that I really like or have a lot to talk about, I tend to split the videos up now. Otherwise they would go into the sort of 30-minute mark, stuff like that, because all of my rambling, which no one wants to hear all in one go. So yeah, first part will be reviewing the figure and his accessories. We'll do a quick comparison at the end, and then part two we will try and swap heads and show full-on comparisons with like all the different Gohans that I have, stuff like that. So yeah, look forward to that. But without further ado, let's get him off the turntable and take a look at the box. So yeah, taking a quick look at the box now. It's your standard Figuarts Dragon Ball affair. Same sort of style. You've got a nice render of him. Well, not render, it's the official figure. Of the figure right there, with some poses in black and white or black and grey. And you get Super Saiyan Son Gohan, the fighter who surpassed Goku. That will not be the title of the video. Come on, Tamashii. I don't know what their obsession is with all these subtitles these days. But yeah. Designed by Tamashii Nations in Japan and Bandai Spirits made in China. This is a different toy sticker to the one I'm used to. I got this one off AliExpress, surprisingly enough. I will leave a link down in the description if people do actually want to buy it from there. But yeah, this came in like within a week, and I had it, and it's absolutely spot on. Like, not even a problem with the box or anything. But yeah, that's probably like a Hong Kong sticker, I want to say, something like that. I know the Japanese stickers are gold, and I think ours from like Europe and the UK tend to be silver with blue, but this is silver with green. So yeah, if someone in the comments can tell me what region this sticker is from, that would be brilliant. On the back, yeah, I think that's, is that Chinese? So yeah, that's probably Hong Kong. I just confirmed myself. So we've got some pictures on the back. Bandai Spirits. Can't really read a whole lot on this one because it's an import version. But yeah, some nice images and stuff on the back, and I do appreciate the detail. So yeah, let's get the box out of here and take a look at his accessories. So first accessory we want to look at is of course the cape, which is an interesting design. It's also kind of pinched, Tamashii. Yeah, I'm only joking, but yeah, anyone who remembers like a couple of years ago when the Proud Namekian Piccolo came out, the 2.0 Piccolo, I actually custom made a cloth cape for him, which was this sort of half and half design. So plastic at the top and fabric with wire at the back. But yeah, nice to see that design is catching on at least. I take no credit for that, honestly. I'm just a mad guy in his room, really. But yeah. But yeah, the cape is really nice. Somehow they have managed to hide all stitching for this fabric. But yeah, it's really nice. It flows really well when you put it in some sort of pose, and you can put it back to just standard. Just like that, it's back to normal. Very little fiddling with the fabric portion. The issue I take, well, the part I take issue with, I should say, is the top. There is so much going on sort of at the shoulder area that you almost have to push the entire thing onto the figure and hold it on for dear life in order to get the head on, and then the head sits quite deep inside the neck, which is a bit annoying for me at least. I haven't seen any other reviewers bring that up, really. But it is something to keep in mind. At least on my copy. I mean, you can see at the bottom, that should not be popping out that much. It should be flush against them. But the sheer weight of the head coming onto the neck is squishing it out a little bit, which is a bit of a shame. But other than that, I really do like the cape. It is one of my favourite pieces so far. So yeah, let's put him back over here and take a quick look at the rest of his accessories. If he'll stand up straight, there we go. So he does come with a windswept hair, which is becoming the standard with these new 3.0 releases. They have all, I think, came with alternate heads. Unfortunately, instead of this, I would have much rather a Super Saiyan 2 head, but I know Tamashi, like, there is no way they are not doing a Super Saiyan 2. This guy's going to get the Beast Gohan treatment. I will stake my reputation on it, where we'll get the same figure, double dipped, just with some tears and stuff sculpted in instead. So yeah, we will definitely get that. And one of the accessories actually like almost proves that point. Like, it's a teaser at an upcoming figure, 100%. So that's it with one of the faces on it. Does look really good, I will admit. Won't be displaying him with it on. I much prefer my figures just standing tall on the shelf. Both of the heads, I've got this new sort of setup where the heads go onto a sort of square peg, which I really do like. Like, that just ensures it's going to be on there securely. Like, that's not coming out. And saves some of the hassle. Like, all you have to do is pop the pegs into the front here and pop the entire thing on, and you're good to go. So yeah, do really like that setup. Speaking of the faces, it comes with a yelling face, which is quite well done. A teeth gritted face, which is probably my second favourite face of the bunch. The first one is on him, which we'll take a look at last. So yeah, so far they're all looking like Gohan. This is the face I was talking about, sort of tease. It's scuffed up. It's clearly the scene where he snaps at Cell, like squishing Android 16's head. and he won't watch this anymore. Rar. But yeah, the fact that there is scuff marks and things on this face when it really doesn't fit the body at all. There's not a single scuff mark on him. Tells me, yeah, this is a bonus piece for an upcoming quote-unquote reissue. And finally, the face that I really don't like, purely because it looks absolutely nothing like Gohan to me, is the stern face that actually comes on him in the package. I have no idea what Tamashii were thinking with this one. The face itself looks dead squished, and he's squinting so much you can barely even see his pupils. Like, they've proved before that they can do stern faces without them looking off. Like, I don't understand it. Like, way back in the day with the first release, we got this one, which, I mean, it was painted, sure, and it does look a bit outdated now, but I would say that one looks more like Gohan than this does, which is bizarre to me. But yeah, and finally is the one that's on him. That I have on him anyway. Is the stern face, but with the bigger eyes, which is from when he was watching Goku fight. He was scanning it, indicative of the full power Super Saiyan sort of form that Goku and Gohan were using at the time. I really like it. He's serious, but he's not started fighting serious, sort of thing. One thing that is missing from this set is like a happy-go-lucky face. I kind of hope, in the same vein that we got the transforming head, or the snapping head, for this release, for the other one. Sorry, I am mixing up my words. I hope the upcoming Super Saiyan 2 release actually gives us a smiling, happy-go-lucky face. I mean, at this point, I would take a 3.0 pickle, a 3.0 Cell, or a 3.0 Gohan, a 3.0 Goku. Come on, Dean. Can you tell I'm hungry? I'm doing this before dinner. Yeah, I would take an extra face with a 3.0 Goku or a 3.0 Cell, just to go with this guy. Tamashii have proved that they are not adverse to packaging extra accessories with, like, partner figures, so to speak. I mean, Superhero Gohan is one of the worst offenders for that, and GT Goku, the kid one, is not far behind. But yeah, taking a look at the figure itself, I mean, they done an amazing job with this, let's be honest. He's thin, but he's still got, like, muscle mass to him, if that makes sense. Like, you can tell it's actually sculpted, whereas the original one was just scrawny as all hell, which is why I have him perpetually with the cape on. You'll also notice, in terms of the colouring, this is clearly anime inspired. I fully expect, like, an event exclusive version in the manga colours later on down the road, which would be the reverse of what they done back in the day. But there you go. But yeah, everything, even the hair, is perfect to me. Like, there's a slight, subtle shading there. Come on, I don't know why my camera is having trouble focusing these days. But yeah, there's a slight shading. It's coming off quite harsh in my lighting, but it's really not. It's sort of subtle, just in those indents, with a sort of pale yellow, which I am very happy they're still doing. Much better colour for Super Saiyan, as opposed to that candy cane yellow that they used back in the day. But yeah, pretty much everything is spot on colour wise. The actual shirt is what they've been doing recently. It's rubberized, but they haven't, unlike the Beast Gohan, they haven't put the shoulder pads on it, which sort of restricts movement. They have learned their lesson from that. They've took a page out of both versions of the Superhero Gohan playbook, where we've got rubberized gi, but hard shoulders which are completely attached to the arms. So yeah, really like how they've done that. Really, really like it. But yeah, you would think the rubber restricts articulation. It doesn't, not at all. Even this bit, they've taken a page out of the Namek Goku playbook, wherein this piece is soft rubber, made to look like hard plastic. Difference being the legs are actually nice and tight, unlike that figure. So yeah, you can get really good range of motion out of that. Speaking of articulation, the neck is on a double barbell joint, so you can look up really well. He can literally touch his chest with his chin. Lots and lots and lots of tilt and swivel. So yeah, I am so glad they're going with these barbell joints now. Opens up articulation so much. The neck does move slightly, but with how much range the head itself has, it really doesn't need to. Arms can go up that far. Can probably push it a bit more if you move that out the way. But yeah, can swivel all the way. The shoulder piece does not get in the way at all. Butterfly joint gives him really, really good range. I mean, look at that. You pull it all forward. He is having zero issues doing a Kamehameha on Masenko. No issues whatsoever. Bicep swivel. Double joint at the elbow, which despite its small size, he still gets really good range out of that. Standard ball hinge at the wrist. Tiny, tiny little wrist peg, so be very careful with that. If CT Toys or a bootleg company ever comes out with a version of this guy, be forewarned with the articulation. Abs, I don't think he has an ab cut. He does have waist swivel though, which, oh, I popped him apart. There we go. Easy enough to swap on. He can go back a bit that far before it pops, which isn't amazing. He makes up for that with ample forward. There is so much tilt in that waist. My god. Loads of swivel. Legs, no drop downs or anything like that. They're using, again, this stupid hybrid system that they started with the Namek Goku and Trunks, where they're trying to hide the joint, but it just comes across really weird and you can't stand them fully up. It's sort of gone if you put them into a hero pose, but yeah, my point still stands. Just get rid of that, keep the cut we had with the Superhero Gohan, and we'll be fine. Without pushing the soft plastic, you can kick up that far. If you push the plastic, you can kick up that far, which is insane to me. As long as you get that lip underneath the soft plastic, he can do the splits fairly easily. Thigh rotation, double joint at the knee. He has boot swivel, to articulation. Backwards and forwards is a little bit limited, but it gets the job done. And to articulation is very, very good. So yeah, all in all, guys, I love this figure. This is probably in contention for best Figuarts of the year so far. But yeah, let's quickly get the original in so we can have a quick comparison in terms of scale and things like that. And yeah, as you can see, there is no contest here whatsoever. Even if I take the old cape off and quickly show it, yeah, there's zero comparison here whatsoever. I mean, there is, what, more than a 10-year gap between these two figures. So, yeah, take with that what you will. But yeah, guys, that'll do it for this review. Be sure and check the second part where I do some head swaps and full-on comparisons and all that jazz. So yeah, until next time, guys, I'll see y'all later.